It's been about 3 years since I put my very first course onto the Thinkific platform. Now, I've used other online platforms to host my courses, including Udemy and Skillshare, and I even had a look at school.com to really evaluate what is the best platform to host my courses on. So in this video, what I'm going to do is probably focus more on Thinkific and to give you a realistic look into how successful Thinkific has been, some of the pros for it, some of the cons for it, and whether it's going to be the right platform to host your courses. So let's get into things right now. Hello and welcome. My name is Romney and I'm the founder of Global Self-Publishing. I've been using Thinkific for hosting many of my self-publishing courses. So those courses range anywhere between 1 hour and 3 to 12 hours. And it's always been interesting to try and find the right platform that will sort of meet all of those things that you need. So ensuring that it's a secure platform, ensuring that there's the right payment gateways that allow your customers to purchase the course via different methods, be that Visa card, MasterCard, via PayPal, via Stripe. So you need to allow those sort of things when you're looking at different customers and what their purchasing options are, but also knowing that you have the power to be able to change pricing structures. That's one of the key differences than if you were to use a platform like Udemy. They have complete control around the pricing structures. So with Thinkific, you do have a monthly plan that you pay. So no matter whether you're making $100 per month with your courses or whether you're making $50,000 per month with your courses, with the course sales, you pay a fixed amount per term. Now, there are different pricing structures that you can use with Thinkific. So I'll put those on the screen in a moment and you can have a look at those and you can see which platform might be suitable to you, and I'll give you a few pros and cons of each. So this is the current payment plan for Thinkific. If we're looking at, we've got the basic, the start, and the grow. I'm actually on the start plan still, so I'm paying $74 per month. If you toggle it, it goes to the monthly plan of $99 per month. I pay the upfront yearly fee, so that averages out to $74 per month. You might like just to pay month by month to see how you go. You could also go to Grow, which is fairly, I guess it's a big jump from the Start program. When you're looking at Basic, it doesn't really allow you to do memberships and subscriptions. I think that's the biggest jump between Basic and Start, is it actually gives you memberships and subscriptions, which is great. And if you were to go up once more again, you've got the advanced tools for the Grow program. But I would probably start with the Start program, and you can do unlimited courses and on there as well, so you can see the unlimited there. You can do the site builder, you can do the advanced course building tools and those memberships and subscriptions. You're just a little bit limited though if you go to the basic plan of $36 per month, or $49 per month if you're actually paying on the monthly scale. So they're the current structures, and you can get that 30-day free trial. You can just use the link within the video description and that will take you straight to this page to be able to set that up. So hopefully that helps with the pricing structures and the plans. I actually don't think they've changed the pricing since I started 3 years ago. So they've kept on with this current plan. So so that's the current pricing structure for Thinkific. The next thing I really want to talk about is the ability to be able to build your course and to develop it so that when people go onto your link, click on it, the flow of the course, and being able to upload your lessons, design the whole page. It can differ based on different platforms. So Teachable is one, you could use Teachable, but I've chosen Thinkific just because of the way that it's structured and how easy it is to set up. So when you're creating your course, you can bring in different lessons, you can drop them into place, you can change around the sequence, you can add in different subjects, you can add resources, attachments, you can create surveys, you can do all those sorts of things. So it really is a great platform to be able to structure and set up what you want. One of the downfalls you may have, though, if you're choosing a platform like Thinkific where you have complete control, is the ability to market and manage your course. So you'll have complete responsibility to ensure that you can market your course correctly. With platforms such as Udemy, they'll do a lot of marketing for you, but there's also that revenue share. So it's like a 50-50 revenue share if they happen to market your course and bring in the revenue. So you might on Udemy have a course that you want to price at $99 US, but they might sell it for $20 or less, and therefore you only get around about $10 US. But if you're selling your course specifically through Thinkific, you get to keep the full $99 US. So you've just got to know if you have the ability to market your course. I've used YouTube in a very effective way to market my self-publishing courses. So often talking about self-publishing with Amazon or Ingram Spark, any of those self-publishing platforms. And if people want to know more, then I can direct them via a link on YouTube, and that will take them straight to my course. And you can also, with Thinkific, set up pricing structures that might be a discount at a certain month of the year. That might be Black Friday, and you can offer a 50% deal. But if you're using other platforms, you just can't do that. One of the other key things that I want to bring your attention to is the ability to create subscriptions or a membership. So if you have multiple courses on Thinkific, you can bundle courses together. You might have 10 courses, 8 of those you might bring together and have that as a subscription model. So I have 8 courses out of my 12 that I've packaged together for members to pay $19 US per month to access any of those courses as often as they want to. If they don't pay their membership, then they don't get that access to those courses. But it can be a great way of generating recurring revenue. And if you can continue to build up those numbers, then that really is quite powerful. You just can't do that with those other platforms. They're just single individual purchases. So that's a little bit of a wrap about the effectiveness of putting the courses on Thinkific and making sure that you have everything in place that you need. Probably one of my key pieces of advice would be to ensure that you don't price your course too high to begin with. You could have a premium course on Thinkific, but then have what they call like a light course on Udemy, and you can sort of help direct traffic, get some people that know and love what you do, and maybe get that course on Udemy, and then they might want to get the premium version on Thinkific, so you can price it differently there as well. So they're the key things that I wanted to highlight. I've really liked using the platform. I haven't really wanted to look elsewhere. I do have some courses still on Udemy, but they're more the light courses. I've got the premium courses on Thinkific. I've got lots of different subscribers or members now on my Thinkific platform, so that recurring revenue is really strong. And you don't need to worry about the algorithm as much when you have a course on Thinkific. If you have a course on Skillshare or Udemy, after a certain amount of time, if you don't keep on creating new courses, they just tend to drop away and eventually drop off as new courses are added. But with Thinkific, you can just keep on marketing the course. You can make adaptations to it, change it somehow. You can make updates to it each 3 months, 6 months. It's just really, really easy that way. So I hope you've enjoyed this review and update on my experience on Thinkific. And hopefully, if you do want to join Thinkific, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can sign up using that, and you get a 30-day free trial with Thinkific. And it's a great way to start, just to test the platform. And I've also got a free 2-hour training, which I'll leave in the link of this video as well, where you can go through Thinkific, have a look at all the different ways that I add courses and information, and that will really help. So thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy the feedback that I get from these videos, so make sure you make a comment. If you need any help from me, also ask a question, and I'm always happy to help. So until my next video, I look forward to seeing you then.